community parades and festivals, and of course the county fair, makes us all feel happy. The employees at Nebraska State Bank look forward to seeing all their customers, whether it's at one of our 4 branches in Broken Bow, Callaway, and Myrna, or out in the community enjoying a little Nebraska fun. Here's to a safe, happy, and healthy Nebraska State Bank, member FDIC.
You know it's back to school time when we hear cheers and groans and everything. But you'll only be happy when you see the back to school savings we have at Beaubouterie. 25% off all in-stock athletic shoes, 20% off socks, and a whopping 50% off summer sandals and flip-flops. We look forward to seeing you at Beaubouterie, east side of the square in Broken Bow.
You've been to them, the bars, taverns, and grills that are exactly like the next. Not at Henry's in Callaway. They offer a bar experience unlike any other. Try one of Henry's fresh, handcrafted drinks or kick back for a beer with friends. If it's an appetite you're bringing with your thirst, look to their amazing homemade pizzas to fill you up. Available to dine in or carry out. Call 308-836-4484. A slice of lime and a good time await you at Henry's Bar in Callaway, the oasis in the middle of Nebraska.
8:57. Well, we don't have enough time to play the song, but would you tell the story, and then we'll play the song after the news, Jeremy, about the girl who killed the snake?
Yeah, I'm just going to kind of try to go off memory here, but I read about this little girl in Turkey. I don't remember how old she was, but her neighbors heard some screaming coming from her backyard, and they came around the corner to find this little girl who had apparently had a run-in with a snake. It was a 2-year-old, it says here. This toddler was playing with a garden snake, and the snake was not very happy, so it bit her.
Ooh.
The Turkey neighbors in Turkey heard her screaming. They ran over and found a 20-inch snake clamped in the 2-year-old's mouth.
Eek.
She had a bite mark on her lower lip, so I'm guessing maybe she was just kind of, I don't know, maybe thinking the snake was going to give her a kiss or something. They took the dead snake out of her mouth and took her to the hospital. She was observed and released, but snake bit her, so she bit back, and the snake lost its life.
Now, for those who are out there listening who have been around garden or gardener snakes, they don't smell real good. A lot of times they really smell bad.
They do have a particular smell to them.
You almost hate to see the cats drag one in because the garage is going to smell. Think of that poor little girl. She probably...
Oh, her breath was probably horrible.
Yeah. Nobody want to be around a 2-year-old with snake breath.
That's just the outside of the snake, too. What do you think the inside smells like?
That's not fun to think about. Coming up on 9 o'clock, news is next. Hey, thanks for coming in, Jeremy, and the whole crew. I think everybody here at the station had some act that they were involved in as far as contributing to the coverage of the Sork races. Just about everybody here was running a camera or doing something. So.
And a couple outside of the station. Gavin Higgins came back and helped on Thursday. Larry Kottner went up there with you to help out on Thursday. So, thanks to everyone for helping out. We did everything from sit in the back of trucks to climb scaffolding to looking out the windows of schools.
I got to tell you that Joan was very patient on the other end because the flies were biting on Saturday, and they would bite right through your socks. I mean,
nothing I hate more than a biting fly.
And Joan would spray on, didn't bother them. They'd bite. So she was hot. The flies were biting her legs, and we're still married.
Were they biting you?
Yes, right through my socks. Flies don't usually care for me.
Do you use Irish Spring soap?
I don't ever shower, Jeremy. I don't see.
Well, okay. That's not the answer I expected. I was going to say, apparently they bite less if you use Irish Spring soap. Some people say that.
Nah, I wouldn't know.
Yep.
News is next.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. British drug regulators are now the first in the world to approve a COVID vaccine that targets not only the original virus, but the Omicron variant too. Moderna's Philip Cruz.
The level of antibodies being produced is in a level that truly encompasses what we expected, and therefore we could label it as having a superior immune or antibody response or protection response.
In Kabul, celebrations in the streets a year to the day after the Taliban regained control from the U.S. and its allies. Brittany Griner's lawyers have reportedly appealed her 9-year sentence for drug possession in Russia. CBS's Vicki Barker.
The grounds of the appeal aren't yet clear, but when the WNBA star was convicted earlier this month, both her lawyers called her 9-year sentence for possession of prescription cannabis oil unusually severe.
Moscow says all legal avenues must be exhausted before talks over a prisoner swap can begin. CBS News Brief, Deborah Rodriguez.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Monsi Bolaños.
In NFL news, New York Jets quarterback Zach Wilson will have knee surgery in Los Angeles today. Initial reports had Wilson out 2 to 4 weeks, but a timetable will be clarified after the procedure. Cincinnati Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow took part in team drills and training camp for the first time since having an appendectomy about 3 weeks ago. Baltimore Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson confirmed for the first time that he will cut off contract talks by week 1 of the regular season. He is entering his 5th-year option, which will pay him just over $23 million this season. Yesterday in Major League Baseball, the Red Sox shut out the Yankees 3-0. The Yankees are now 8-15 since the All-Star break. The Royals snapped the Dodgers' 12-game winning streak, holding them to just 2 hits and shutting them out 4-0. The Braves have now won 6 in a row after beating the Marlins 3-1. The Cardinals beat the Brewers 6-3. Albert Pujols had 2 homers in the victory.
Here's your Weatherology Forecast. For today, we'll have mostly cloudy skies with a chance for showers and storms, highs working up into the lower 80s. Then for tonight, cloudy with showers and storms likely, a low of 58. Tuesday, a lingering slight chance for some showers and storms mainly through midday with cooler highs in the lower 70s. Back to a good deal of sunshine on Wednesday with a high of 81. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Caro.
Attention all business owners who rent or lease space, including storage space. Stop wasting your money paying someone else for your space. You can now save a ton of money and own your own building with the incredible sale prices from General Steel. That's right, start saving money every month on renting space from others. Just call 877-25-STEEL to see how General Steel can help you save money. Our 50-year structural warranty buildings are custom designed for your needs and save you a ton of money. Call 877-25-STEEL.
Take it from a successful entrepreneur. If you need to expand or start a new business, you need General Steel.
Great team and the competitive pricing is the reason I went with General Steel.
Call 877-25-STEEL now, and you can get any of our popular quick construction structures, including a 40 by 60 foot building or a 50 by 100 clear span building, fast and easy. Call 877-25-STEEL. That's 877-257-8335. 877-25-STEEL.
All right, for you folks out there wondering where the audio was on the Facebook Live feed, Jeremy fixed it just like that. We knew he would or could, but we apologize. I did not see the audio capture bar being idle, and it was idle. Don't know what happened because we didn't actually use Sandals Express Facebook for the breakfast show Thursday through Friday yet last week because we were using it for the Sork races. If that had anything to do with it, I don't know. But it's working, so now you'll be able to hear. And thank you, Glenn, for listening in. Appreciate it very much. And also good morning to Irene, who said good morning this morning to us. I can't believe it. It's true. It's real. It's fact. It's not fake news. It's fact. The third Thursday is here so that you can sip and shop in Cozad.
You can. Yes, it is the third Thursday, so that means Rustic and Red in Cozad will be hosting their Sip and Shop this Thursday. Grab your friends and head on over to Rustic and Red in Cozad. Now, on Thursday, they'll be open from 10 until 7. Sales will run all day. The sipping will start at 4. The August Sip and Shop at Rustic and Red in downtown Cozad. Rustic and Red with Some beautiful home decor available now, specialty candles, men and women's apparel, wedding gifts, baby gifts, jewelry, and specialty coffee and tea, and that's just to name a few of the things that they have there in the store. So check it out, the annual Third Thursday celebration, Sip and Shop at Rustic and Red in Cozad this Thursday.
On Wednesday, day after tomorrow, as the saying goes.
Is that the third Wednesday?
Probably. If it's the third. Yeah, I think so. I can't get Bambi right. I'm not too confident. We're going to do a breakfast show from Gary's Superfoods. Well, we're going to do a remote during the breakfast show from Gary's Superfoods, talking about their Hatch Chili Pepper event, which has happened there before, a very popular event. And so we'll be doing that on Wednesday. Also wanted to remind you there's a blood drive in Myrna on Thursday, noon to 6 p.m. at the community center. And the Food Bank of the Heartland Mobile Food Pantry will be in Mason City on Thursday at the First Baptist Church from 3 until 4. And on Friday, during the breakfast show, we'll be promoting the next food bank, which will be here on the 27th. So we'll learn more about that then. And don't forget about the car show this Saturday here in Broken Bow. Free registration starts at 9 a.m. on the square. Come check out the rides or bring your own to the park. I'd love to have you there. And they'll have that car show this Saturday in downtown Broken Bow, Nebraska. Backing up to tomorrow, they're going to be having a meet and greet with author Paula Warner at the Broken Bow Library from 2 until 3 p.m. She'll be introducing Sandy Crane, the main character of her new children's book. A free event, open to the public. There'll also be children's book writing activity as well. So that's going to be tomorrow at the Broken Bow Library, and that runs from 2 until 3 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. Today in Cozad, there's a blood drive from 8 a.m. until 2 p.m. at the Cozad Hospital. Those are some events coming up. The Snake. I've been wanting to play a Black Keys cover that's on their new album. And so I was going to try to tie it together with Jeremy's snake biting story.
Oh.
So I'm going to go ahead and do that even though we had news in between, and it's probably not that great of a segue. But if you follow blues at all, you know Crawling King Snake is a huge blues tune, and the Black Keys recently put out an all blues CD. It is dynamite. It's really, really good. Here's a sample of it for you. These guys make a lot of noise for just a couple guys, and they are very talented. The Black Keys on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
2 feet long. I'm headed the other direction. Not a fan.
They're kind of creepy, no doubt about it. Some people love them, though. You know, when Joan was heading up the library there, they would get the snake guy in.
Yes.
And that was probably the most popular summer program. The kids loved him.
Yeah.
And he had rattlesnakes in the works, but liability insurance got so steep he had to quit doing it. But yeah, the kids just loved it. They had no fear of snakes at all. And I think it just depends on how you're raised, maybe if you're around them when you're little. I don't know, but they loved them.
Yeah.
I remember going to the South Dakota on one of our very first vacations and going to the reptile gardens.
Reptile gardens, oh yes.
We sit outside the reptile gardens and decided we didn't want to go in. You know?
Yeah. I remember going to reptile gardens when I was a kid. Still remember climbing on the back of one of those great big turtles.
Oh, yes.
And just taking a ride.
I wonder if they'd let you do that now.
I don't know. At my size, I could probably still.
Now, don't be knocking yourself.
Well,
don't get down on yourself. And by the way, I noticed you did some weed eating around the curb, and I think it looks pretty nice across the way.
Thank you, Dave. I had you in mind when I was trying to clean things up a little bit on Saturday.
I'm not good.
Honestly, I'm out there. I'm going. You know, basically, the reason I'm doing this is for Bernie.
No, don't you feel better about yourself now that you cleaned that up?
It did look better.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
So
you know what else would make you feel better about yourself?
What would make me feel better, Dave?
Nice specialty cup of coffee.
You know it. Boy, this place was hopping last week.
Yes, it was.
Especially the latter part of the week with everyone in for the Sandhills Open Road Challenge. Talking about Brubaker's Coffee House and Gifts in Arnold, Nebraska. Hope they had a chance to recuperate because they were busy last week. They'll be open again for you this week beginning Tuesday. Open Tuesday through Friday 8 to 5. Open Saturday from 9 until 3. And they've got some new fun items that have come in. They've got some things to get the kids ready for school. So it's ready, set, go. Prepare for school with fun printed matching sets of backpacks, lunch bags, and tumblers at Brubaker's Coffee House and Gifts. And, of course, they have those delicious specialty drinks, hot and cold, that they serve up for you. Delicious baked goods as well. Again, they're open Tuesday through Friday, 8 to 5. Open Saturday, 9 until 3. Coffee with a friend, always a good idea at Brubaker's Coffee House and Gifts in Arnold.
I'm a little worried.
Uh-oh, worried about what?
Well, you know how people take animals that really shouldn't be pets, maybe, and turn them into pets, you know, like you see people who get permits to have tigers or bobcats or that sort of thing. I just don't think that's the right thing to do with a wild animal. And now, this might give some people an idea. The world's smallest deer born at the Oakland Zoo. The mother, Riley, gave birth to an adorable newborn. Southern Poodoo, I believe, is the name that the breed is. Mostly found in southern Chile and southwest Argentina. Riley was, Riley was on birth control, just so you know.
Okay.
But it wore off over time, and she became a mother. That's a whole other story.
Okay.
That could be on Days of Our Lives. But anyway, these small deer usually reaches between 24 and 29 inches tall and 33 inches long. That's the normal size. So the lead keeper tells us she thinks these will be the cutest little creatures in the zoo. So think about it. Usually between 24 and 29 inches tall and 33 inches long when it's full grown. Now, I can just imagine people out there going, well, I'd like to have one of those in my house. I can put it in the backyard with the dog.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sorry to hear the birth control wore off. It should have been an unexpected. Anyway, Central Nebraska Community Action Partnership has some job openings for you.
Yes, they do. And here they are. A couple of them, they are looking for an infant toddler teacher in Broken Bow. Actually, I think that's the wrong one. They're looking for a co-teacher for Head Start.
Let me look at the notes here.
Let me get the right one out.
Yeah, co-teacher. Well, they have them both here, Brent. They have
but the other one's a cook, right? Do I got the two right?
Well, help
Which
wanted
ones?
package infant/toddler cook.
Yes, and then co-teacher.
Okay.
Okay, I've got the right ones now.
Now, when was Bambi's movie?
What? I think 70 years ago, I think.
Or 80.
Oh, yes. Central Nebraska Community Action Partnership is looking for an individual to work as a co-teacher in Broken Bow. This is a full-time position, good starting wage, great benefits with these jobs through CNCAP. For this position, looking for someone with a high school diploma or equivalent, would prefer someone with an associate's or bachelor's degree in early childhood education. Previous experience working with infants up to 3 years old and their families preferred. You would be working in the classroom with kids up to age 3, assisting the teacher with daily activities, and also completing paperwork and entering child data into their database. That's for the Early Head Start co-teacher position. Also looking for someone to fill the role of early childhood infant toddler cook. This, too, is a full-time position, looking for someone with their high school diploma or equivalent, previous experience working with infants up to 3 years old, working with infants and then up to 3 years old and their families, purchase food and preparing meals complying with USDA requirements, and would be responsible for cleaning classroom and doing dishes, laundry, etc. If you need an application for either of these positions or just have some questions, contact CNCAP at 745-0780. The extension is 0. Or you can apply online by going to their website, which is simply centralnebraskacap.com.
Little inside knowledge here, and sometimes that can get you in trouble. But I think I'm okay here.
Okay.
I think Custer Federal State Bank had a couple of very nice young people that graduated either this year or last year from high school and going to college now. And then Friday was their last day.
Oh.
And they had a real good summer, and it worked out nicely. But due to those kids going off to college and already having an opening, Custer Federal State Bank is looking for an employee.
Yes, they are. They are looking for someone to fill the role of customer service specialist. This would be a full-time position, and it is with their Broken Bow location. Duties would include answering the phone, greeting customers, and processing banking transactions. Be able to maintain complete confidentiality and work in a team atmosphere. Prior cash handling experience would be preferred, but it's not necessary. They're willing to train the right candidate. This is a full-time position with competitive pay, offering great benefits including insurance, 401k, and paid vacation and sick time. For more information or to submit an application, contact Brad Shin at the bank, 872-6486, or you can email him, brad@custerfederal.com. Custer Federal State Bank, Broken Bow Branch, member FDIC. They are an equal opportunity employer.
Thank you, Brent. We'll take a time out with these words.
Barney Health Mart in Broken Bow invites you to save all August long with these prices and more. Cetaphil Gentle Cleansing Bars for body and face are $4.59. Desitin Maximum Strength Diaper Rash Paste is $6.79. NextCare No Hurt Wrap is always good to have on hand. 2-inch wide and 1-inch wide, 80-inch long packages are your choice at $3.19. Barney Health Mart, downtown Broken Bow. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
News and weather was brought to you today by Custer Electric and Irrigation. As we transition from prep season to watering season, Custer Electric and Irrigation wants to remind you of important offerings that set them apart. They're once again offering free FieldNet and NFTrax demos for this growing season. Demos are limited, so call today to reserve your pivot control or set of NFTrax. Want to skip the demo and buy? Custer Electric and Irrigation recently installed 4 radio bridges that allow the service area for telemetry and FieldNet to expand where you may not have previously been able to get it. These bridges also mean cheaper annual subscriptions, so talk to Lance to see what he can do for you. In need of tires but don't want to upgrade to NF Tracks? Custer Electric has 11.2 by 38 tires on hand and ready for your pivots. Finally, is your pivot leaking more water than irrigating? This is your reminder to not settle for second best on sprinklers. Update your sprinkler packages today for install before service season. For all this and more, call Lance at 880-1507. Check them out on Facebook or at custerei.com. Custer Electric and Irrigation. Experience the difference.
And, of course, thank you each and every morning that Custer Electric and Irrigation brings us the weather and news at 9. We appreciate that very much. Stop in and see them as soon as you can. 9:26 is the time. Did you have anything left you wanted to highlight to our listeners this morning, Mr. Apperson?
I don't think so. I think as far as the business goes, we have handled all of that.
All right.
I did watch a lot of preseason football over the weekend, though. I just, and I'm sitting there watching. I'm just like, man, Brent, really? Preseason football? But Saturday, that's like all I did, watch preseason football. The Bears won. The Bears outplayed the second and third team of the Kansas City Chiefs.
Way to go!
So I was pretty proud about that, being a Bears fan. Patrick Mahomes took the Kansas City offense right down the field against our defense on the first series, but once they left, the Bears played right with them. I was happy.
There's a glimmer of hope. Yeah, we went yesterday. Oliver and I went over to Arnold and golfed.
Hey, how's the Arnold golf course looking? I've since I moved this direction, I haven't been back over and played on the golf course.
Well, I think under the circumstances with the spring we had, and it hit their greens kind of hard, and there's a few patchy greens there, but the fairways, they've got watered nicely. The rough is starting to burn up a little bit, which kind of helps you find your balls.
Yeah, right.
But that's such a nice little course, and now they have rental carts there, so anybody out there listening thinking you want to go but you don't have a cart, you just stop by the exchange, and they'll set you up for a key for a cart, and that worked out really nicely, and then you can pay on the honor system at the course, so that was really nice. They had a tournament over here. I think it was a membership tournament.
Oh, was it?
Championship of the league or something. So we decided we'd drive over there, and we had a good time, a lot of fun.
Good.
Yeah. And so we got out yesterday a little bit and then sit on the porch last night and looked at that fine weed-eating job you did on your curb.
Brother, stop.
We'll be right back.
It is no secret that cybersecurity and keeping your personal information safe and secure is very important. Scammers never stop and will do whatever they can to get your information. Some examples of what to be looking out for are spoofed phone calls, suspicious emails or texts, computer pop-ups, requests for urgent wire transfers or gift card purchases. If you are suspicious of fraud or a scam, always call your bank about the situation. Bruning Bank wants you to stay safe and be diligent about keeping your information secure. Our staff is trained to deal with any type of situation and is happy to help or answer any questions you may have. Bruning Bank. Build, grow, thrive. Member FDIC.
For those 62 years of age and for those that are handicapped or disabled regardless of their age, the Grand Generation Manor in Galloway has affordable housing available. An equal housing opportunity provider and employer. They're located at 200 South Grand Avenue in Callaway. The Grand Generation Manor.
All right, Brent. Time to go.
Okay.
Going to get on out of here. I would like to dedicate a song after the breakfast show, if I could, after the show's over.
Oh.
To my wife, Joan. I appreciated her help. I think we've done probably 20 SORC turnaround broadcasts together. And she doesn't like heat. She doesn't like flies. And sometimes she doesn't like me. But we got through it okay. And I just want to thank her and Oliver for their help.
Yeah.
But she keeps me organized, and I appreciate it very much. So I am going to dedicate the first song following the breakfast show to my wife this morning.
Nice.
On KBBN.
Okay. You going to tell us what it is now, or we just have to stay tuned?
It's kind of a secret.
Oh, okay.
talk to you tomorrow.
Okay, bye.
Boy, I'm telling you, the curb looks good. Now, you did miss one little spot.
Just
on the
play the outro.
right-hand side of the sidewalk. It's still kind of hanging down. It's okay, but it looked just really a little bit better if you just clean that part up.